Task Rabbit Taskers United. Ted Duncan here. I'll edit this thing in a little bit, take out Task Rabbit Taskers United so other people can enjoy it and learn from it, whatever. Anyway, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere or come back or skip forward. I'm going to go share it on Facebook. It's just going to look like a split second to you, even though it takes me about 30 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to go for share, copy the link. Now I'm going to go to Facebook. Be right back. So I'm going to put you on my handy dandy new magnetic mount that is awesome. It's works really well for my truck. It puts the phone right in front of the air conditioner. I'll show it to you. I don't know if you can see it because I'm not looking at the phone screen anymore, but basically this little mount, up and down, can swivel, can spin around, and yeah, I can do a lot of cool stuff with it. I've been searching for the, whoop, still here, don't go anywhere. Sorry guys, I dropped you. You still there? I think you're still there. All right. If you don't get the magnetic ring right on, you'll drop the phone. Anyway, it's really cool because right in front of my AC, so it keeps the phone from overheating as well. And I can swivel it when I need to. It's really cool. So, all right. So, I just came from a repeat client. These guys are freaking awesome. I love them to death. I'm on Newbury Street in Boston, one of my favorite streets in the whole world. Right up there with like that Gaslight area in San Diego, which I haven't been to in about 15 years, but I love that part of town too. So anyway, this is a repeat client, and I'll tell you how I originally got them and how I kept them and how basically they have started to call me every time they have an issue, whether it's plumbing or paint, plaster, clogged toilets, something falling off the wall, whatever it is, they'll call me to fix it. And they break a lot of stuff. So it's a very high volume salon on Newbury Street. And I'll tell you right now, their haircut, if you get a haircut there, it's over $300 to get a haircut. Yeah, I've had my haircut there. I didn't pay that, but you know. Anyway, so when I first got a call from these guys, they were a referral from another client that was a store owner on Newbury Street as well. And the woman called me and she was a little, I guess brash is a good word, very direct to the point, not very friendly, doesn't seem to smile. And she's like, hey, so-and-so referred you, we have a problem, and I was hoping you could come fix it. So I go there, I fix the problem, I dropped everything to go there because she was referred by a great client. And it wasn't that far away from my job, so I just fit it in between jobs. And I went there, and she had the parts. I fixed her issue. I was out of there in a little less than an hour, billed her for an hour. She said, please send the bill here. Here's my email, and be sure to put in your parking and tolls and whatever other expenses you have. And I did. She paid me that day. She wrote a check. She put it in the mail. I got it 2 days later, two locations away. And it was perfect. So this was about 5 years ago. They have now called me dozens of times, and billing on them has been somewhere around $10,000 over 5 years. You know, you only need a couple hundred clients like that and you have a business. So basically they have some weird stuff going on. When the place was built out, the plumber did not really plumb it correctly. And I think probably what happened is when they were doing the original build out, they did a change order, and that change order moved the whole row of hair wash stations back about 6 inches. And when they did that, they did not change the rough-in plumbing for the drains. And because of that, all the drains for the rinse basins and the hair coloring stations are offset. So the drains do not line up with the sinks. It wouldn't be that big a deal, except all these sinks move. You know, when you kind of lean back in your chair and they move the sink back, they're on hinges, on like a ball hinge, and they move the sink. So when they do that, the drain line has to be flexible. And you can imagine if the sink comes out here and the drain is here, it flexes, no big deal. But on this one, the drain's over here and the sink's over here. like this. And so the flexible pipe has to do some serious, what are you doing, dude? How about a turn signal before you switch lanes into traffic? Sorry, guys. So anyway, so these guys are great. They had some funny stuff. I figured it out. I've kept them running. And we've had the parts. Well, recently the parts supplier that made those flexible drains, they went out of business. So, thank you, COVID. So I've literally been searching for these things for them, and I went out of my way to find things that would work. And in this box is a $7 part that I can get from Amazon now. It's going to keep their sinks working for as long as they need them to work. The other thing about these drains I forgot to mention is the chemicals they use when they do hair frosting or blonding, they actually kind of dissolve the flexible drains. So they need to be replaced on a regular basis. And then, the misaligned drains just have an added thing. Anyway, so they called me to do this one today. I went in to do it. It literally, from the time I parked my car, went inside, swapped out the drain, went back downstairs, said goodbye, said hello, was very nice to everybody there, made sure there wasn't anything else that needed to be done. The total time was 17 minutes, and I'm sure you know what my rate is. Anyway, guys, I hope this inspires somebody to go get some awesome top-notch clients. Reach out of your comfort zone. Go for the clients in the really wealthy neighborhoods, the high-rent district, the high-end retail shops, and go where nobody else is willing to go and be willing to do the small jobs that other contractors just aren't willing to do. Have an awesome week, guys.